Hi there. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. Find the required translation. Let's do this first one for CI. So transforming the graph, this graph y equals root 2x to the graph y equals root 2x plus 6. Okay, so let's just write this down. Y equals 2x, so you double the x, then you square root it. Okay, so let's do a little function machine here. You got x, it's going to be doubled times 2. Okay, so I'm doing a little function machine, what's happening to it. So you get x, you times it by 2, then it goes through the next machine, and this machine is going to square root it, and then what's it going to take out is going to be, so it's gone through the machine, you got 2x, then you square root it, and that will give you 2x square root. Okay, now we want to know what have we put into this machine. Similar process, what do you put into this machine, which it's going to be times by 2. Okay, and what you're going to get out now, what you want to get out is 2x plus 6, which will then be rooted and comes out with 2x plus 6 square root. So what was the initial thing I put in here? So the initial thing I must have put in must have been x plus 3, because when I times that by 2, I'll get 2x plus 6, and then I square root it, and it comes out with that. So then we've got to say what is happening here. What's this? This is basically when it's plus 3 inside the bracket. Okay, you put that into the function, so let's just call this f of x. So when you put f of x plus 3 in this function, will come out with 2x, that's going to be double, 6 square root. So from there to there, we call that a translation. Spell. Translation by minus 3, 0. It's a translation to 3 units to the left and no units. So 3 units to the left in the horizontal direction. Nothing like that. Now if we look at the second one, similarly, now this time it's told you that the equation is y equals 2x plus 1, then you root in everything, and you want to know from that graph how do you get to that. So first of all, let's just same thing. You got x, what is happening to x? You are going to double it, so times it by, let's just put here times here, the first machine it's going to go for is times 2 machine. The second machine is going to go through, so when you double that, you got 2x, it spits out. The second machine is going to go through, is you adding 1 to it. Okay, and the next machine, so that becomes 2x plus 1. Then the next machine it goes through, it square roots it, so it chucks out 2x plus 1 square root. Okay, now we want to know, so this process, this is going to chuck out for me 2x minus 3. So let's just try to work and square root of that. So you're still going to have to square root, so the last machine where you're rooting it, it's not going to change, I'm still going to square root that. However, this machine here, plus 1. Now what that needs to be, when you added 1 to it, is going to come out as 2x minus 3. Okay, so what happened to this number? So if I'm just going to go here, so just write this. So this machine is timesing by 2. So you think, what must have happened to this number? What did I get? So this is plus 1, it ended up 2x minus 3. So if I go the other way, instead of adding 1, I'm minus 1, so this one must have been 2x minus 4, because if I add 1 to that, you'll get 2x minus 3. Okay, you gotta just go the inverse, reverse it. So this, instead of timesing by 2, you gotta half it. Okay, so if you half that, you'll get an x minus 2. So you must have put this into the machine, which then when you doubled it, you got 2x minus 4. When you add 1, you get 2x minus 3, then you square root it. So this, if we call this f of x, so you must have put into the function x minus 2. Okay, now when it goes from there to there, this is minus 2. Again, this is a translation. But this time, okay, this one was, when that's a plus, it goes to the minus. This is a minus, so that's the translation by 2 units and 0. Okay, translation by 2, 0. Which, if you want to translate, it's translation to positive 2 units to the right. Okay, so it's been translated by 2 units to the right in the horizontal direction and nothing in the y direction. Okay.